For some analysis now on Trump's indictment, let's bring in Jonathan Muriithi, Voice of America Swahili reporter. Jonathan, good to have you with us here on In Focus, and thank you very much for your time. Can Trump still run for president after this?
He sure can, because the U.S. Constitution is very clear on who can run for president. In fact, depending on how you look at it, it's not very, very clear, but it only says that you need to be a certain age, so it doesn't go into details about who can run in terms of when one has been indicted. Like the former president has just been indicted not very long ago here where I am in downtown in Lower Manhattan.
What are people in Manhattan saying? Looks like they're going on about their business. Is it not a big issue for them?
Well, people have, this is something that everyone, especially here in the United States, has been waiting for many days now, since it was announced on Thursday last week that President Trump will be indicted. So it's been a process that has been waited for that long, and so there were no, so far there haven't been any issues that were unexpected, and as usual, New Yorkers are going about their business, but of course there is quite some anxiety over this case, especially when it comes to the politics of it, and happening as it does to someone who has announced that he is running for president. So indeed, as you say, people are going on with their business, but just a couple of blocks away from where I am standing right now, there is still quite a huge crowd of people, both from the Trump side, his supporters, as well as those that are very happy that he has finally been arraigned and charges preferred against him.
It does seem, as we are watching, of course, these developments happening live on various reporting platforms, 34 felonies is what he's being charged with, and he has already pleaded not guilty. This happening just moments ago, literally, as I'm watching the wires here. 34 felonies, would it mean that this is one transaction that could have been recorded 34 times, maybe wrongly, to try and hide it?
In fact, that is what everyone has been waiting for here to know exactly, because the word had come out that there will be over 30 charges, 30 felonies, but now it's been confirmed there are 34. But according to people who know the workings of the judicial system here, what this really means is that every action that was taken regarding the bigger matter of the lady who is said to have been paid in order to keep quiet, as they call it, hush money, every action that was taken is taken as a charge. That is why you see that there are so many charges. Otherwise, they are all related to the same case, as far as I understand.
Who's to blame here? Who's bringing this up? I mean, the man who is a known Democrat is the DA who is leading this particular matter. Is this political? Well,
I'm glad you brought that up. Many people, most of the pundits here, people that are doing analysis of the political happenings in the U.S., are seeing this as more of a political case than it is criminal. And therefore, depending again on who you ask, many see, especially those that are Trump supporters, say that it's being done in order to make it difficult for him to win the election come 2024, come next year. But again, there is another side that sees this as an opportunity for former President Donald Trump to use this as an opportunity for him to get more followers or to win more souls, so to speak, because they will see he has always said that this is persecution. Since it was announced that he will be arraigned, he has said this is persecution and that it has a political direction to it. And so really, that question, to answer that question, it depends on who you ask. Who is to blame? It could be Donald Trump himself, the former president, or it could be, I don't know who else, but it is the way the system works here. But also, I must mention that President Donald Trump himself has said that the district attorney who is preparing these charges upon him is also is doing this for political purposes, so that the party, the Democratic Party, can win the election. So there is a lot of talk about why this is happening now and who should be blamed for what is happening now to the former president, Donald Trump.
But could this certainly work in his favor? We know that he's expected to leave the courtroom and fly back to Mar-a-Lago, where his supporters are already gathering, and he's expected there to have an address with some of the supporters that are gathered there. I'm sure he'll be as fiery as he always is and as colorful as he always is. He's already taken a swipe at the judges before going into this arraignment. But could this possibly work in his favor?
Well, according to analysts that I have spoken to, especially since Thursday in the many programs that we have done, they see this also like it can work against him, depending again on how the process goes. And that is why it's very important that we look into granular details of what these charges are. Because there are those who feel that the issue, serious as it may sound, is not as serious as other charges that may be expected in the course of time. Because as you may be aware, former President Donald Trump is also facing a few other cases where he's being investigated, and therefore many pundits also feel that this is happening. I mean, whatever is happening right now is not as serious as what might follow. So it might work in his favor. And former President Donald Trump has said in his political rallies, political campaigns, that he sees this. I mean, in many ways, Donald Trump has used when situations like this to his own benefit. And analysts say that he is very good at that. So it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what will happen in regard to this particular case.
Jonathan, we appreciate your time and your analysis and intervention tonight. That is Jonathan Muriithi, Voice of America Swahili reporter, live for us there, as you can see, on the streets of Manhattan. The New York Times already reporting that the indictment has been unsealed, and we should be knowing the exact charges against Trump very shortly. While the BBC is saying that the former U.S. president has pleaded not guilty after being accused of 34 felony counts, including falsifying business records. More details, of course, are beginning to emerge on this particular matter. The indictment has been unsealed, so stay with us for more of those details.